Hey Joy, how's it going? I thought I would give you a little bit of insight into how I made all of my little escape room tricks. So, as you said before, it's always more fun to make something than it is to just receive it. So, I'm just gonna just introduce you to some of the materials that I've been using, and hopefully you get a kick out of it. Here we go. So everything really started with this Word document. This is how I was starting to plan how I was going to write the Create Your Own Adventure. So here's just all of my notes, and it's evolved over the past couple weeks as I've been trying to get it ready. But as you can see, it is 6 pages long, and yeah, hopefully I did it right. But I also, for this little experiment, I needed some red film. Got this from Michael's. Very helpful. As you can see, I was doing some testing. So this is a test with some red Sharpie over it. And so it's like just testing to see if this concept would actually work. It looks like it did pretty well. Obviously, here are the prints. And I'm going to stick these in these manila folders later, and the white box that you'll inevitably open first. Alright, so this is also some cutting mat. It's covered in this plastic film because it's kind of sticky. I was trying to find just a regular cutting mat at Target and was not being very successful. Ruler, of course, to make sort of straight cuts. And then I got this watercolor cardstock that I used to get all of the sections. X-Acto knife, very helpful. Giving a nice little safety cover, which I used with the ruler, and red Sharpie for the test, and then, oh, I already got this. Oh yeah, and then here are the sections. As you've no doubt already noticed, this little red decoder has double-sided on this paper, and I actually used double-sided tape and regular tape inside. This laminate is doubled up of the film. It's not really a laminate. The red decoder film just helps it give it a nice redder color and helps it filter it a little bit better. Yeah, so I had to cut out all of these papers. They're also all a little bit larger than 8.5 by 11, so I had to trim them all, which was kind of silly. But yeah, so I had to put the sheets down, measure them with the ruler and the straight edge, and then I just cut it out like that, and then carefully removed them, and then punched out the remaining midsection, and then tape it all together. So it actually worked out pretty well. I was testing it at work all day because I work really hard. Also, here's my notes. Here's the list of the 22 movies that we saw, 21, because The Gift, we didn't really finish it together, but, you know, we kind of saw it. But it was not in theaters as well. And here's some more tests, more tests, more tests. Yeah, here's more tests. I have a lot of tests, don't I? I tried a lot. I failed a lot. So, yeah, so here is the 3 pages that you're going to pick up in the sections. Yeah, I just have the red text over it, and yeah, I'm going to cut it out now. So this is the file that I used. As you can see, there's a text box on top in all red, which is covering up the blue underneath. So I just moved it on top and found some text of A.A. Milne. So this is the text underneath in blue, and I made this little guy in PowerPoint because I wanted it to have the contours inside, just because I thought that would make it really nice. So I've got my setup here. I'm trying to do this one-handed. I'm not doing it one-handed, it's not working. Alright, so I took the plastic film off, and I have the first one. So this is the Ravenclaw one. So basically, or this is the Hufflepuff one, sorry. Basically anything in blue or green has to get removed. So only this yellow section of the blue text is going to be remaining. And this is going to be the first of the overlays that's going to go onto the blue and the green piece of paper, which is going to be pretty cool. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and literally just start cutting out, I'm just going to start cutting it out, probably with a straight edge, just to try to get it as neat as possible. And then I'm just going to punch it out as I finish it up. It's going to be, hopefully it doesn't take too long, but the sticky background does make it a little bit more challenging. I just finished cutting, and I am just pulling out the sections. So I'm really hoping that I got all the corners and everything. So yeah, so eventually there's going to be another page underneath where you can see all of these sections, assuming that I did it right. Yeah, I'm just going to pull it all out from this one. And there it is. All I got to do is just pull it off, and that is actually harder than it sounds. Woohoo! I got it! It's a little warped just because of how I have to peel it off of this. But yay, I got one! So now I'm just going to do it to the rest of them. Shouldn't take me that long. All of the pages have been cut out, and yeah, it works. So then I'm going to take these cutouts, put them with the Winnie the Pooh prints, and put them in these manila envelopes. Hooray! I just finished the Choose Your Own Adventure. So as you can see on the left-hand side, these are all the rooms that we have, or the different sections that we have. And in each one of them, there's a little page and where to go with a little description. So yeah, this was the last thing that I had to do, apart from just assembling everything. So this was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work. It was basically taking the 6 pages that I mentioned before and just throwing them into one Create Your Own Adventure. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy it. It's a little much, it's a little odd, but I think you will have a blast. So anyway, I just wanted to say happy birthday, Joy. Yeah, you're a really special friend, and so I hope you enjoy just your birthday and all of us just being able to celebrate it with you. Thanks.